All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kahallah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Makakodash. Peace and blessings to the Akwat and Akim who choose to view this live. Just want to go live real quick, giving y'all forewarning that DMX knew what he was facing. So I want to first off get on my Facebook Live and say rest in power to DMX. But through all of his songs, through all of his lyrics, I think a long time ago DMX woke up. The only thing is he was trying to get away from something in which he knew wasn't good for him, the industry. You know what I'm saying? Putting the spotlight, signing contracts and things of those natures, which caused him his life in the long run. This is why he put out a lot of the songs that he put out with the lyrics that he put out, because he was trying to forewarn anybody who wanted to be a part of the industry, you was going to have to do some things. You know what I'm saying? Earl was his real name, but Dark Man X was, you know what I mean, his other personality. You understand what I'm saying? Earl was the good guy, as DMX said, but Dark Man X was a guy who did things, you know what I mean, that Earl could never explain. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he was a very inspirational dude through understanding, you know what I mean, life for what it really is on a real note. For those of y'all who take life for granted in every aspect that y'all can, DMX through his lyrics was trying to wake people up and let y'all know it's more to life than, you know what I'm saying, signing contracts, being signed to somebody's label. It's more to life than, you know what I'm saying, us warring against each other and hating each other and rapping against each other and trying to find ways to knock each other off. Competition here and competition there. And at the end of the day, it ain't nothing but another way for us to get to the top, because while we knocking others off, whether we kill them or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's only a way for us to be put in the limelight. You know what I mean? But DMX, like he said, he wasn't one of those guys who I know and I seen through understanding that some of my family members are, you know what I mean, close friends to DMX. They're part of the Rough Riders. So I felt the need to get up on here, you know what I mean, to speak, only because I do have family who personally know DMX, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, for those of y'all who fans of Lil Durk, the Baby, and all these other rappers, man, you notice that in a lot of these artists, man, a lot of their music ain't, only thing they talking about is warring against each other and beef and things of those natures. It's only gonna, you know what I mean, end up, yeah, it's gonna cause us to vibe out and ride out, but it's gonna cause us to ride out against each other. So at the end of the day, DMX was putting music out there that was trying to wake us up influentially, you know what I'm saying, and spiritually, you know what I'm saying, and trigger our emotions to not do the you know what I mean, the negative bullshit that we see in the rap videos and things of those natures, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you have to know and understand that anytime you signing into these labels and things of these natures, and you become one of these popular artists, man, you not just popular because you signed into a label, man. You popular because you sold your soul. And DMX, he realized that he sold his soul, you feel me? And he was trying to, you know what I mean, through the spiritual aspects, see if he could get it back in an aspect, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the resurrection of Dark Man X and all these things, his albums, his labels, and things of those natures from back then was explaining what was to come. You know what I'm saying? So, with all of that being said, man, peace and blessings to the kings, the queens, the guys that choose to view this live, man. I'm just on here hoping that, you know what I mean, a lot of y'all taking what y'all seeing, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, I'm hoping y'all taking this stuff in, man, on a real note. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a lot more y'all who think that this is the lifestyle that you want to live, and you're not understanding that once you sign these papers and you somebody property, you know what I'm saying? And the only way that you can end your contract is through death. You feel me? Many of y'all ain't gonna understand where I'm coming from with this, man. When you get into, you know what I mean, any type of, you know what I mean, organization or anything, is consequences and repercussions behind your actions, you feel me? It's like saying that you want to be a blood, or you want to be a crip, or you want to be a vice lord. Well, the only way that you're going to get up out of this gang or this organization is in a box 9 times out of 10. But, you know, a lot of y'all been grateful enough to be able to walk away from, you know what I mean, these situations with life, you feel me? Everybody ain't so lucky, you feel me? So with what I'm putting out on my Facebook right now. You know what I mean? Where when you look on my YouTube channel, you subscribe to that, or my Facebook, you notice they starting to take out the word dead. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible said, let the dead bury the dead. Well, I'm here to tell you that if we spiritually are dead before our physical death, then the only thing we are waiting on is that physical death to join with the spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, this is the reason why I don't go as live like I used to no more, because I realized that, you know what I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You feel me? He mentioned his pain through his music, and he was trying to wake people up through that and let people know, you know what I mean? I'm doing things that Dark Man X would do for somebody else that Earl wouldn't, you feel me? And Earl was somebody who was trying to wake people up on a real level, you know what I mean? Dark Man X was only somebody who had a name that was given to him by a contractor. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm on here, you know what I mean, to the best of my ability, putting this out there to my people, man. Because the Bible say my people will perish for lack of knowledge, man. And the only thing we've been doing in this cold world is perishing for lack of knowledge, because we refuse to wake up to the truth and the honesty of God's geometry. And it hurt my feelings. It hurt my soul to realize that so many men, so many women choose to be blind, you know what I mean, to reality, blind to love, blind to truth. You understand what I'm saying? It's a sad factor, but in this day and time, this is a day and age where we living in the days of Moses. You understand what I'm saying? Where, you know what I mean, God already don't ask Pharaoh, let my people go, but Pharaoh refused. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, because we living in the days of Moses, man, you're going to have people who, you know what I'm saying, who know and understand that it's that knowledge that's being, you know what I mean, elevated. And it's a spirit of God that's being moved through this world, man, because people are starting to wake up to the truth and honesty of God's geometry. Many of us are tired of being lied to. We starting to ask questions. The main thing that a lot of us stopped doing when we grew up, we stopped asking questions, you feel me? Because we thought that we were old enough to understand life for what it was, but it still continues to confuse us. You understand what I'm saying? When a baby is born into this world, the first thing the baby does when it's able to start talking is the baby begins to ask questions. You understand what I'm saying? Because the baby want to know, mommy, what's going on with this? And mommy, how does this work? And daddy, where you going? You understand what I'm saying? The baby got to always ask questions, even to the point of time where they become a young adult or a teenager. You understand what I'm saying? Because they want to know. But it seems as if once we hit the age of 29, 30, and 40, we stop asking questions because mama feel like she know it all and daddy feel like he ain't got to ask no more questions because he grown. But I'm here to tell you that even those who are at the age of 80 years old, they're still asking questions. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing that they're not doing at the end of the day is they're not, you know what I mean, they not being ungrateful. You understand what I'm saying? Because for them to live to the age in which they have manifested to live to, they're thankful. So some questions they don't ask. You understand what I'm saying? The only questions that some of us need to be asking ourselves is what will we do, you know what I mean, to better our lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't sitting on my Facebook Live asking God, why did you do this? And God, why did you do that? Because at the end of the day, God got a will, and thy will be done. You know what I mean? On earth as it is in heaven. And some of us forget that God got a will. You understand what I'm saying? Some of us go out here and we go off our own will, knowing that, you know what I mean, yes, we have decisions. You understand what I'm saying? But those decisions will leave us like DMX, where we trying to live our life in a crossroad. You understand what I'm saying? DMX always talked about the crossroads, and at the end of the day, before he died, they put up a picture of him and they had a cross. That cross represented the crossroads. You understand what I'm saying? Should I take this route, the easy route, or should I take the hard road, the long route? You understand what I'm saying? Should I get fame this way without having to struggle or stress and do it off the ability of man, or should I get through the struggle this way by leaning on the understanding of God? You understand what I'm saying? So DMX, he started waking up to the truth and the honesty of God's geometry. And before, you know what I'm saying, he knew it was too late for him to be able to change, you know what I mean, what he already done manifested. You understand what I'm saying? Like the movie Shrek. Once you sign a contract, you understand what I'm saying? You have to live through and fulfill this contract. Unless there's some type of way where God steps in and he cut that contract short. You understand what I'm saying? So the only way that I know and understand, and you know and understand, that DMX could get out of this contract is through his death. You understand what I'm saying? Jay-Z bonded him out, or basically paid off a debt for him. And I ain't trying to be funny. He hated the fact that he had to work for Jay-Z. You seen how DMX said he ain't want to beat nobody other than himself on his, you know what I mean, on the video that he put out. You know what I mean? If I gotta act like somebody else, you know what I mean? Yeah, that ain't me. You know what I mean? That's what DMX was saying. It's not him. It's not me to act like somebody I'm not. You want me to be paid to do what you want me to do, like everybody else. You want me to be a puppet. And he realized I was already a puppet before, and I tried to stop. But, you know what I mean? He couldn't walk away from that. It was too late. You know what I'm saying? They made it seem as if it was all happy-go-lucky, go on about your life. And at the end of the day, they slandered and slayed him before he died. You know what I mean? They put on there that he overdosed when at the end of the day it was a heart attack. And it was a heart attack from a so-called coronavirus shot. But at the end of the day, it possibly was even more than that. You understand what I'm saying? Because we know that he had a price tag on his head. You feel me? Because those of y'all who know DMX was with Death Death Row Records. You feel me? Who paid for him to not have to pay back nothing? You know what I mean? Who cleared his debt? Jay-Z. So at the end of the day, I mean, y'all seen how DMX was emotional before he died, trying to put out more truth and honesty of God's geometry. You know how he was always speaking like I speak about the Bible and the things that we know that ought to come to pass. And you know what I mean? Why we go through the things we go through is because he started realizing and waking up and realizing that the industry is paying for our deaths. The industry is getting rich off our deaths. The industry is paying more people to continue, you know what I mean, to cause us to sin, to cause us to hate each other, to cause us to war against each other, to cause us to cheat against each other. You know what I mean? They raising wolves at this point in time, the industry is. You know what I mean? Lil Nas X, you seen this man go from going to take his horse to the hometown road, you know what I mean, hotel room, and at the end of the day, he was talking about a man. So, I mean, you see these things come to pass. DMX said, I ain't even never know nothing about that trend. I was coming straight hard and straight raw. But I'm going to get up off this Facebook Live, man. I'm going to end this with saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Wakakwadash, and Abal Babal. Peace and blessings to the Akwath and the Akim, the male and female who choose to view this live. Hopefully, y'all spread this word around. Hopefully, those of y'all that's been listening, go do your own research and understand that we're in the times of revealing. You feel me? That's why preachers, pastors, and deacons and bishops was always talking about stay away from the book of Revelations. The book of Revelations means to reveal. And in this point in time, we are in the days of Moses, where things that were once in the dark are now in the light. Peace.